You have a wonderful voice and have written and performed so many memorable songs. Do you have a favourite after all this time? And if so, what does the song mean to you? That's from Helen from Wells.
Well, Helen from Wells. I had a song on Beyond Elysian Fields called Cadiz, Ola Cadiz, which is very close to, I feel very close to me because it's about a place that I really love. So I really, really enjoy playing that and singing that. That's probably the one that's given me the most pleasure singing in the last few years.
Tim is asking if you could highlight a moment during your time with the Stranglers as being your favourite ever moment with the band, what would it be?
I think it would probably be although it was very sombre and dark a lot of the time that I was in the Stranglers, there were moments where we all laughed very, very much, and I'd probably consider one or two of those moments where we all absolutely laughed with tears in our eyes all together, and that would the moments like that are the moments that you want to cherish.
Gavin's asking, have you had any success in finding a publisher for Wind on the World yet? Would you consider making it available online?
Well, I would be consider making it available online if I couldn't find a publisher. But I've had some recent good news. It's sort of in that direction. Nothing definite yet. But believe you me, as soon as I hear that little bugger's going to get published, you will not be able to. I will not be able to contain my enthusiasm because it'll be the same as here when you get your first record deal. So I'll be as pleased as punch. So don't worry, you'll hear about it.
What's the hardest song to sing or play? It's from Damon.
Well, the hardest song to sing and play. Well, I tell you what, when we relearnt for People, Places, Pieces, Windsor, Steve and myself, we did a version of Baroque Bordello, and there's a lot of complicated guitar in that, in different time signatures to what everyone else is playing in. So that was very hard to sing and play. It would be like singing while playing. In fact, Irate Caterpillar was the same. That was difficult, and that's why I ended up getting Windsor to sing it, because I just had too much on my mind to get it together. I mean, I'm not that good at doing two things at the same time. I'm not good at multitasking. Not like women. Women are great at multitasking.
Yeah. Mick is asking, will you be having one of the Radis Geeks dates recorded for release on DVD, as this is something many fans would like?
Well, yeah, I mean, we are absolutely taking out a recording system with us, and hopefully we're going to be able to capture some good moments, and hopefully we'll be able to, it will be able to be released as a DVD or as a CD.
When you do Radis, will you be playing the bonus tracks as they appear on the CD release? Choosy Susie, Go Buddy Go, and a live Peasant in the Big City from Paul.
Well, to be technically correct, those songs that you mentioned, Paul, was it?
Yes.
Paul, those songs were not on Rattus Norvegicus, so they will not be played. We are playing the album, which starts with Sometimes and ends with Down in the Sewer, and that's the album. That's the one we've advertised, and that's the one we'll be playing. So you can't get us for Trace Descriptions Act there, I'm afraid. So don't complain if you don't hear them.
After the Radis tour, can we expect another album-themed tours in the future? That's from Jim.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's not. We're not far off being able to play the whole of No More Heroes. I mean, there's only about 3 songs that we haven't touched out of that album, so I don't see why not. But let's see how this one goes first.
This one's from Jim as well. It's very refreshing to hear your modern take on some old classic songs, Stranglers and even your own solo stuff. Would you ever take some of them into the studio for a rework and making use of modern technology?
I don't think I'd like to re-record anything that's already been recorded. I mean, some of the old Strangler songs were recorded live, and put on People, Places, Pieces. So some of those have been done, and as I said, I think we're going to be recording the Rattus album. But I mean, rather to re-record, I mean, that's what Hitchcock remade one of his films, didn't he? The Man That Knew Too Much. He actually, about 10 years later, actually remade the film again. I mean, it's a bit self-indulgent, I think, a bit pointless. I mean, I'd rather actually, what I'd like to do, I'd like to take a few songs by other people that I like and do like a covers album. I'd rather do that.
What sorts of songs would you choose?
I found a great Jack Bruce song from before Cream called Hear Me Calling Your Name, which is fantastic. I'd love to do a version of that. I've just found some obscure stuff that people don't know about, and it's when you find really great stuff that's obscure and no one knows about it, you think, God, it would be so nice if everyone could hear this. So you think, well, it would be much better to do cover versions of songs that nobody knows than songs that people know. I mean, Weller did a cover of a Carpenters song on an album that he did of covers a few years ago, and I couldn't understand that really, because everyone knows those songs. You know, and you pick something that's educate people, well, not educate people, but to turn people on to new things. You know, if you've got the opportunity, why not? Is that it?
That's it.
Great.
That's
well,
it, yeah.
I hope this goes on very, very soon, and see you out there on the Hoover Dam Rattus tour.